I guess I'm curious, how do you see the next few years in the media space?
Oh, who knows?
Yeah.
I think it's all about data. I think that
Yeah, well, you were talking about that psychographic thing.
Yeah.
I find that stuff really interesting at the moment.
it's all about data. It's scary. The more you look into it and you read up on it, the more you're like, fuck, what's going on? But yeah, data. I mean, AI is going to be huge in the next 5 years or so.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hope there's always going to be a need for, someone there with a pen to write good copy and take it to that. But it is going to be interesting, like you said, with all the paid stuff. Like we've just spent the first 2 months of this year rejigging all our social media strategies for our clients. We're finding that organic posting and things like that is almost at a level where it's
ridiculous.
Yeah, you just got to. Yes, you got to be present on that, but maybe you don't need to post every day, and maybe we can be taking that, the money that we'd be spending on that and funneling it through paid advertising through social channels, which is sort of the way that we're sort of approaching this year, where we're doing a lot more paid for the clients.
That has been a big change. You're right about that.
Where it's sort of now, you read all these things where your organic content is being seen by 10% of your follower base.
Yeah.
It's probably even lower.
We've seen that.
Yeah, it's probably even lower now. And the way that the metrics now on video views, is changed. It's constantly changing. That's why I always say people who say that they're social media specialists, I'm like, yeah, good one. But because it's constantly changing and there's so much, there's so much to continue to learn as that platform grows and the way that they're rolling things out. But yeah, I mean, now it's everyone, that mantra of Instagram's a free platform for me to market my business, or that sort of it's social media is this free thing is dead in the water.
Yeah, I think that's long gone now. I think there's very, very few mediums where you have real organic reach. One of those would be podcasting, maybe YouTube, but there's few and far between now.
Yeah.
Just because we've sort of, if you think about it, the last few years we've gone from a few, like maybe one or two platforms that people are using every day to about 4 to 5, but there's no new ones on top of that. And there's none that have really died per se. They have died in the eyes of some people for certain demographics.
Yeah.
Like Facebook is clearly more for an older generation now.
Yep. Agree.
But I mean, what's come out? The only thing I can think of is TikTok and Byte, which is started by the guy who created Vine.
Yeah, well, TikTok's just like kind of a new Vine.
Yeah, it really is. So there's not really any other platforms or mediums there. So it's about innovating what is currently available.
Yeah, correct. Well, that's exactly right. And it's finding the new ways to do things. Like we're doing, some of the instant experience ads that we're rolling out now with our clients, which is sort of where we're sort of seeing or where we're pushing towards, is that's breathing some new life into it, because it's not just boost, put X amount of money behind this post and push it out there and see what happens. Like there is a lot of thinking behind it.
Yeah.
And it is reinventing what we currently have. I'm sure that in 5 years there'll be, there's probably going to be another lot of platforms or something like that can be utilized and things like that. I mean, I look back to, when Frank, when they came out, and it was like they were one of the first to really use the platform for business point of view.
Yeah.
That's got to be something that, down the track, there'll be another one like that happens.
Yeah, there will eventually. I think Byte is probably the one that'll beat TikTok, because I like TikTok, but TikTok I'm very wary of, being that it's owned by, a company that's got a similar name called ByteDance.
Yeah, okay.
But Byte is quite interesting because it is exactly like TikTok, but they don't have the privacy concerns.
Yeah. Well, I read that that TikTok's about to roll out a whole new privacy function and
really
and parental, all that sort of stuff.
I don't know if I can trust a company that has you know what I mean? Like when it's the Chinese companies, unfortunately, there's always a backdoor through the CCP. So, like, it's pretty well known. I think, like, that's why a lot of who was I speaking to the other? Yeah, it was actually Dan who mentioned it to me. He's like, most clients they speak to about TikTok were just like, the CMOs are just like, let's just wait and see what happens.
Yeah.